What do you remember about Watergate?
Watergate. It's amazing that, I mean, the term Watergate is just named after the Watergate Hotel in Washington, D.C. But how pervasive is that phrase? You hear something gate. And for any situation that goes on in the world now, we put the name and then gate after it. That's how pervasive Watergate is in that era of U.S. history, really. I mean, it was Richard Nixon. Ultimately, I'm not sure how definitively they proved that the orders came from him. I think we pretty much know that now. But Richard Nixon was running for re-election in 1972, had a sizable lead over George McGovern, really had no need to do anything such as Watergate, but some of his folks broke into the headquarters of the Democratic National Committee located in the Watergate Hotel and stole some information, or attempted to steal some information, to give Nixon any advantage that they possibly could in this 1972 election campaign. There was a group called the CRP, the Committee to Re-elect the President, that was sort of behind this break-in to be able to get this information. And it all blew up. A lot of folks were implicated in it. I just remember as a kid not being able to watch any of my favorite shows on TV because they were all preempted by the Watergate hearings in the summer of 1973. I also remember that ultimately Nixon decided to resign. It was likely that he was going to get impeached, which of course is when the U.S. House of Representatives votes to impeach, and then I believe it goes to the Senate to convict you and have you removed from office, which has never ever happened. Didn't happen to Andrew Johnson, didn't happen to Bill Clinton. They were both impeached, but they were never convicted and forced out of office. But I think Nixon saw the writing on the wall, and I think it was August 1974, agreed to resign from office. And I remember his speech before he and his wife, First Lady Pat Nixon, left in their helicopter in Marine One, that big green helicopter they have. Mm-hmm. And he had, of course, gone to China in 1972.